Hello, I'm going to walk you through how to create an invoice for both products and services in Apptivo. From the main app's dashboard, select the Invoice app and continue through to the main invoicing dashboard. Now we will click the Create Quick Invoice button in the upper left-hand corner, and a pop-up will appear asking what we want to include in this invoice. You will be able to select from services, items, or both. We'll select both and then click Continue. Here is where you will enter the details of the invoice. Let's start with the customer. If you have already entered the customer into Apptivo, you can select them from the drop-down menu that appears when you begin typing in their name. If this invoice is for a new customer, then click the New button and generate a new customer record. Once you have finished entering a customer's name, there are just a few more areas to fill out. Beneath the customer name is an option to enter a purchase order or work order number if you have one. Then, to the right, you'll notice your invoice number will be automatically generated. The date will be automatically selected as today, but you may change it if need be. The payment term can be selected as net 30, immediate, net 45, or net 60. The due date will be automatically selected as today's date as well, but once again, you can change it if need be by clicking on the calendar icon and selecting a date from the pop-up. If you are providing a discount, you may also enter it here. In the Services Provided section, you may enter in the tasks provided, the hours spent on these tasks, your hourly rate, as well as the tax code, and then the dollar amount will be automatically calculated. You may delete this information by clicking the Delete button, or add additional tasks by clicking the Add Tasks button. Finally, there's the Products Items Sold section. If the item already exists in your Apptivo firm, you can simply start typing the item name and select the proper value from the drop-down. Or, you can click the New button to create a brand new item just for this invoice. Simply fill in some brief details like the item name, item code, and price, and then click on Save once you're finished. You may delete this item at any time by clicking the Delete button, or you can add more items to this invoice by clicking the Add Items button. You will now notice that all items and services on the invoice have been automatically totaled together at the bottom of the page. Once you have entered all the correct information, you may cancel this invoice, save it for later, or you can email it directly to your customer. Once completed, a confirmation box will appear, and you will then be taken to the overview page of the invoice. Here, all of the details of the invoice you just entered will be shown. If anything is incorrect, you may edit it by clicking the Edit button at the top of the page. You also have the same options to either print this invoice or email it. Once payment has been received for an invoice, you can generate a customer receipt and close the invoice by pressing the Record Payment button in the upper right-hand corner. Here, you'll be able to enter all payment information. The customer will already be selected, and you may choose what type of payment they will be providing, whether it be credit card, cash, check, Google Checkout, or PayPal Checkout. You may also enter any notes regarding this payment, as well as a reference number if you have one. The payment details will already be filled in based off of the invoice, so once you're done, just click the Save button. Please note that if you have connected PayPal, Google Checkout, or Authorize.net to your Apptivo firm, and your customer pays the invoice through the link sent by Apptivo, then the payment will be automatically recorded and you can ignore this step. Lastly, if you want to print or save a copy of the invoice for later, simply click the Print button. This will then download a PDF version of the invoice onto your computer, and you can do with it what you want. And that's it. Check out the Apptivo YouTube channel for more videos.